Hello and welcome. Today we do a little bit of an experiment. Ow, that hurt. Not that kind of experiment. Well, I've been playing around with the MidJourney artificial intelligence art bot that they have in a Discord. There's going to be links to this below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. This is a very unique thing. We've seen a few of these go around. We've even seen AI bots win competitions in artwork. But I thought it would be a fun thing to do in a little experiment. I asked my Discord and people on Twitter to give me random words, basically colors, places, things, etc. And what I'm going to do is set up a randomizer, and we're going to randomize these words together. Now I'm going to use my D&D dice. I'm going to take a 1d4 and add 1. So we're going to have anywhere from 2 to 5 prompts for each artwork, and then we're going to rate them. That is the detail of what we're doing here. So stick around and we will get right down to business. We got a big giant wheel here. I'll spin it 3 times, then I'll inch that in and we'll take a look at it because the first one is 2 plus 1, which is 3. So number 1. If it is something risque, I do have to delete it, unfortunately, because it is a PG sort of video. We're going to do a pumpkin. So we're going to remove that from the list. We're doing a pumpkin skate. A pumpkin skate. Maybe pumpkin skating on. What is this going to be? What is the third one? Plan. The pumpkin skate plan. This should be interesting. Okay, well, this is what it came back with. Now, when you use this program, you can select which one you want and it'll upscale it. It generally gives you 4 images. You can also request like a 16:9 or a 4:3 image, a single image with it, especially if you go into a paid subscription model, which I believe is like $10 a month. You get like 200 images. This is very unique. This is something that I didn't expect. The first one here on the left, the top left one, that is very strange. Like, I don't really get where the skate came into play, but it is quite the plan of a pumpkin. It's very different. And then you have the one right next to it there on the right. It looks like there's an image behind it, and this pumpkin is kind of planning its demise or demise or something. The bottom one on the left looks like it's a pumpkin at a skating rink where they're maybe playing hockey in the background, and in the very last one here on the right maybe looks like the plannings of a drawing, the start of a drawing that could be something that could move into something next. This is telling. This really makes me feel a fall. I'm making this video just before fall, so it's very, very strange that we got this type of thing. I give this picture, let's say it's about a 7 out of 10. Well, this second one going to be a big number 5. I'm going to do 5 spins on the wheel. We'll do them real quick. Pray. Pray. Break. Pray. Break. Annoy. Interesting. Oh, apparently that was in there a few times, so we'll remove all of them. Pray, break, annoy. We need something of substance. Laugh. Oh boy. Pray, break, annoy, laugh. Describe. Let's see what this gives us. Wow, this is something I did not expect to see. Very abstract-like, and it's different. Like, I didn't think an AI would take those words and actually make something like this. This looks like you would use as a background or would use some just every day on a computer. This is very unique in itself. It's very abstract. If an artist was in an art gallery and put this on a painting, you know, you would sit there and actually sit there and look at it and be like, what was the artist actually thinking when they made this? It's not anything that I would expect an AI to come out with. It's very strange. This is what happens when you don't get a idea of an object in there. You get just words meshed together, and when an AI puts it together and does something like this, it's very unique. Now, would I put this up on my wall? Probably not. I probably wouldn't ever put this up on my wall. I probably wouldn't really sit there. But would I see this maybe in a doctor's office or in a waiting room somewhere where you're waiting to go do something just for you to look at? Would this be a great psychology sort of idea? It might possibly be. So this is a very strange and unique thing that was generated by this AI. I would never have thought it would have went to something like this. Unfortunately, I would probably rate this at about a 5 out of 10, just because I wouldn't do anything personally. Do I like it? It's unique. I'm not going to say that it's something that I absolutely like. Now, each sort of segment, it's very different. I could see the very bottom right being almost a t-shirt for some, like, my wife to wear. That's where I would see that. Like, that as a design for a t-shirt would be very cool to actually see. Everything else, like the one in the top left, I could actually see as a graffiti artist putting that out on like New York or something like that. The other two, not so much, unless they were like string art pieces maybe. But ultimately, this is something very unique that it's created for us. Let's do something even more. Let's go the roll by 3. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to roll the wheel 9 times. I'm going to do it as fast as possible, and we'll go over the solution at the end. Okay, well, this could be interesting. Halloween was an amazing start there. So I'm going to go through and see what we all got there just to double check. Okay, I got the list in front of me. I was trying to figure out if I had to write it down, but I don't, because it actually gives me a results list. So we have the Halloween, advise, checks, fear, regret, fire, detect, excuse, and mass. We're going to see what this gives us. Because it's Halloween, I'm expecting something amazing, and there's fire in there and fear. We're going to get something, I think, very unique out of this. Okay, well, there was a lot of parameters in that, so I'm very sure that's why we got what we got. This is different. I thought we would get something a little bit more high res. The only one that's really high res is the bottom right, which that one to me kind of screams everything that we put in there. You can kind of tell the story there. We had Halloween. Everything here is Halloween-y. We've got advise, which is, I'm not sure if that even fits in somewhere. We got checks. I'm not sure once again, but we got the fear, and all 4 of these kind of show a different stage of fear. We've got regret, and in this case, you've got in the first one there where they're kind of walking away from it. Like, you've got a few things here that looks like they're regretting what they actually did. Once again, that bottom right one is the one that strikes very striking to me. It's like you threw a pumpkin firebomb at a building and you regret doing it, and there was checks and balances with it all. Then you've got fire's an overreaching theme, and all of it. Detect. What are we detecting here? That's odd. It's different. And an excuse and mass were the last 2. And each one of these have like a giant overreaching theme to them. This is something that is different. And how an AI interprets this is not really where I thought this would go. But at the same time, it kind of is. It's very different, very unique in itself. The top right one, I keep looking at it because the flames are there, and it's just like a shadowy figure in like a haze, and it's like he set this place on ablaze, but it's not really doing anything. But at the same time, you can kind of feel the regret and the anger and the anguish and just everything in that picture. And then you got the one on the bottom left, looks like it was taken from an old school coloring sort of idea of a kid making this, and this would be reaching into like a kid's mind if they're just in a bad situation, and it, not even really Halloween at that sense. It just looks like maybe a kid's mind was in a bad situation, and this is what they colored out for a psychotherapist. This is very different. Overall, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 because it's thought-provoking. It's something unique and different. Just something that I wouldn't have expected. Just overall, wow. Anyway, guys, if you liked this content, do like, subscribe, share down below. I am your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cindershadow, and this is something that I saw, and I went, you know what, let's do this. This would be a unique experience. Thank you to everyone that added words. There was almost 1,000 words in this entire thing, and hey, overall, this I would do something like this again down in the future, maybe a few months down the line. If you guys like this type of thing, it would be very fun to do with a whole new set of words and a whole new circumstance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hey, if you want to support the channel down below, there's also links to do that. I will catch you all next time. This has been the AI generated randomizer.